Okay, I think the mic's working now. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a little technical difficulty there, but hello, everybody. How you all doing? I see just a kid with a hat. Hello. Minty Tails. Oh, this is finally the one I've been waiting for. Yes, you finally managed to catch one of these streams. I'm glad you could make it. So, just give me one sec, guys. I'll quickly, just open up Source Filmmaker real quick. So I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball today. I started about 5 minutes later than I would have liked to, but just had something to take care of. Okay, make sure I don't open up the wrong file. Here we go, this is the one, yep. I was doing some work on Sonic and the Autobots earlier, and so I don't really want to open that file up on accident and spoil the next episode for you guys. There was a pretty story-driven element that I was working on, so yeah. Also, is the music too loud, guys? Let me know if it's too loud. I hope my microphone volume's loud enough as well. Okay, so that's open. Right as the music finished. Okay, and there you go. So, as we can clearly see here, it's a bit of a chaotic mess we've got going on right now. So of course, Rui right here, he's, of course, a little bit just like, oh, what's happening sort of thing. And, of course, Shadow's killing Sonic, and some of you guys may notice, I'll zoom in here. You guys recognize that sword? If anyone's played Sonic and the Black Knight, they'll know what sword that is. Of course, got a little Sylvaise moment happening over here. And, of course, you can't really see, but, yeah, Frobear and Nightshade crashed their plane just behind him. It just went, like, similar to the last thumbnail I did. Something just completely random. It looks like utter chaos. So if you guys want to, give me some random as ideas, by all means, go ahead. Just please keep them, safe for work. Anything that's not safe for work will be rejected. And, of course, bear in mind, guys, this is also 3D, so, basically, unlike a drawing where I can just draw whatever the heck I want, I just have to, I'm limited to the amount of models I have and everything, so... But basically, it can be something as crazy as this. Something cute, something dark, something random. Just give me your ideas. But in the meantime, I'll just quickly, turn these off. So it gives us, like, a blank canvas to work with. And I think real quick, actually, I'll go off of, what someone said. Give me one sec, guys. There was a community post from earlier. When I put up the community post, someone left a request to, let's see. I know someone left a request, like, cause I'm just gonna go through the comment section, here we go, because some people left requests for the live stream. Let's see, what do we have? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is the one I was looking for. So someone here. So user by the name of Callum Crane sent me a request. A team up between Team Dark and the Dinobots. So I'll go ahead and I'll do something similar. Now I don't have models for all the Dinobots. I've only got one for Grimlock. But I'll go ahead and I'll do that. I'll do Team Dark and Grimlock. So he can be like their fourth pet, I suppose you could say. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that real quick. In the meantime, you guys can go ahead and just go ahead and think. I don't want to rush you guys. But in the meantime, let's get Team Dark in here real quick. So, Shadow. Just give it a sec to load all the models in. Alright. Here we go. Which one do I want? This one will do. Okay. So, probably just move the camera. Whoop. Better go into this view. Yep, this is good. Okay. It's fun. I'm doing something with Shadow, and of course, this is yeah. This is a song about Shadow, and I'm doing Shadow. Let's see. Tails. How about Sonic getting punched by an angry Tails? Alright, I'll do that one next. I'll do that one next for you. Because I know you've probably been waiting for this, so I'll make sure I can do that for you. Alright, in the meantime, go with like, get Shadow doing like a, it's like a pretty typical, sort of, well, I was about to say running pose, but Shadow doesn't really run, he more so skates, doesn't he? On his rocket shoes. Oh, that's the sock. I always just think it's crazy, like a character can like just start in a T pose and then just over time you can turn them into like a much more dynamic pose. It just kind of shows you how things come together. So let's get him leaning into this. Gotta make this pose dynamic. Okay, so this leg needs to be a bit more around. Maybe I should actually, yeah, I'll bring this leg in a little bit. Yep. Yeah, probably, I think I'll probably end up naming this little stream series. I think I'm just gonna call it, Random Render Requests, like, just the 3 R's, because, one, it's alliteration, but I know you guys tend to like these streams, so I think it's just a good way to, give you guys some sort of quality entertainment, in my opinion. Alright. Shadow's armor in its spot there? Yes, he is, okay. Alright, that's good. See, I'll fix his fingers up later. Not entirely sure how long we'll go for, but they usually tend to aim for somewhere around, somewhere in between 90 minutes to 2 hours, but we'll see. These renders are good. Oh, thank you. It means a lot. And it's been a hot minute since I heard this song. Literally the only one here. I don't think so. It said, oh, it said 3 originally, but it just dropped to 2. So I think maybe yeah, there's probably at least one. Some people just like prefer to sort of lurk rather than chat, which is totally fine. I fully respect that. I feel like more would probably watch if YouTube was good at getting their notifications out, but I'm not going to get bogged down with that. It just baffles me how such big channels can only have like just 10 people watching their streams. It's like, where's the logic there? Alright. Yeah, we're not gonna here to get bogged down with problems with YouTube, but get make some renders and have a good time. So let's get, it's looking okay. Still not satisfied with this armor here. Actually, I think it might be, yeah, actually, let's get his eyes open. Alright, let's see here. Whoops. I can't click today, there we go. Let's get his eyes open. Shadow's got so many eyelid controls, it's ridiculous. I think he's got more than any other character. Sonic character, I mean. There we go. Need to get his arm. Here we go, yeah, that looks better. Whoop, that's his foot. I didn't mean to grab that. There we are. And let's get his sock ring fixed up. Okay. Okay. Might get this foot back a little bit. Just the little things matter. Alright. There we go. So that's one character. I'm just going to save this. Alright, so now let's get Rouge in here. I think I want... No, not the other one. I'm going to put Rouge on the right side. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I think we'll have her sort of... Let's bring this frame in a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to leave some space in the center for when bringing Omega and Grimlock. God, I love this song. It's funny, I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of the, like, Sonic Colors, like, well, it wasn't really a hub world for Sonic Colors, but it's like, I just really liked a lot of the hub world music, really, like, just really peaceful, or just good music to chill out to. Yeah, there's a few more people coming in. It takes a bit of time for people to, just kind of realize what's going on, but that's totally fair. Well, some people just kind of make it because they got something else on, but, again, that's just life, so you can't really complain. Okay, so let's get Rouge. Actually, animating both Shadow and Rouge yesterday, actually. Wasn't for Sonic and the Autobots, though. It's for something else. Gonna keep it a secret, though. Usually I'm a quiet person, I'm just trying to get the chat rolling. Yeah, that's totally cool, I appreciate that, Minty Tails. But of course, if you'd rather just sit and watch, that's totally fine. Like, you know, you guys don't have to constantly chit-chat. After all, these streams are designed to be relatively chill. But of course, I do like to interact with all you guys, so... Yep, yeah, just being here and watching, you know, if you just prefer to lurk rather than chat, that's totally fine by me. Just sort of sitting down and taking the time to watch, that's all the support I need. Okay, now let's get her eyes open. Might have to open up the... widen them a little, let's see. How far up does that go? Yep, that looks better. Virgins. I need to, let's see... Yeah, of course, her wings need to be fixed up because they don't. Oop, that's the wrong one. Let's just get her leg out of the way for now. Is this the right one? No, it's the, yeah. Where's the other wing? There it is. Get the wing down this way. I'm thinking I might do, like, I'm not sure if you guys recall, but, a couple months ago, I did a speed render thing where, like, I did, like, I put characters' names on a wheel, and I, like, sort of spun the wheel, and, like, basically the two characters I got ended up in, like, a versus battle. I'm thinking of doing something like that again, but instead of maybe versus, I, like, spin the wheel to get two characters, and then there's, like, an activity they're doing. So it could be fighting, it could be playing a video game, maybe it's something romantic, I don't know, but, you know. I'm just making ideas for future streams. Let's see, I need Omega now. I think because Rouge is in a good spot. Okay. Let's see. Omega. There he is. Everyone talks about Sonic Frontiers, but nobody talks about back tiers. Yeah, Michael always comes in with a joke. And also, yeah, guys, I'll just say this I've been saying this last couple of streams, but just, yeah, keep spoilers, no spoilers for Frontiers. I've played the game, but I know some people haven't, so yeah, just keep quiet on the spoilers, but other than that, yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing some more SFM? Are you doing some more SFM animations? Ryan Ambrose asks. Yes, I am. I'm doing, like, of course, this isn't an animation, but, I am doing, episode 2 of Sonic and the Autobots, so that's coming out soon. And I'm also doing, a Christmas special as well, which hopefully will be done in time for Christmas. I think once, well, pretty much in almost in December, so, like, I'll probably end up, hopefully I'll end up releasing that fairly soon. And speaking of which, actually, I did a, last night, I threw together a quick little, I'm making plans to throw together a short, silly little animation as well. It's, just something I came up with the other day after just watching a video clip. And it just kind of, it just reminded me of something, and I just kind of thought it'd be funny to put together. Won't be released yet, because I've still got to do a bit more touching up to do, but it'll probably come out like the first day of December, because, like, it's not Christmas related though, it's more summer related, because for those that don't know, over here in Australia, we celebrate, well, whenever you guys in the northern hemisphere have winter, we have summer, so yeah, looking forward to showing it. Have you watched the Super Mario movie trailer yet? I haven't yet, actually. Fortunately, I had some things to take care of earlier today before I could sit down and watch that, but it looks good. Like what I saw the first one like a month or so ago. It looks good. It definitely looks good. I'll probably end up going to see it because I'm a bit of a casual Mario fan. I've played quite a few Mario games, but yeah. I'll have to sit down and watch that later today if I get the chance. Because sort of really when it comes to movies, like next year, the only real movies I'm sort of looking forward to is probably the Mario movie and Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I mean, I'm sure more will come out, but at this rate, that's all I'm really sort of got my eye on. So let's just bring Omega's, let's just get rid of his hands real quick. I know it's kind of weird that it just vanished, but he's older. I want to see if I can maybe, let's see. Let's get myself, here we have it here. Let's see, okay. So some of you guys might recognize this weapon. Let's see, can I move the barrel off? Yes, I can. Excellent. Here's what I'm gonna do. Bring this down to here. You guys are sort of, I'll probably end up moving, yeah, I'll move Omega a little bit, actually. He's kind of getting blocked by Shadow. Here's what I'll do. I'll move Shadow in right there. Let's get Rouge a bit more this way. Bring Omega. That seems, let's get his arms up a little bit, actually. Let's see. Okay. So let's get the barrel up real quick. We'll throw this right into here. Just adjust the alignment so it like properly lines up with his arms. I'm not gonna lock it to his arm just because that's gonna waste a bit of time, I feel like. It's not quite straight, so how does that look from here? Still a bit not quite there. There we go, that's good. Alright, I'll copy this now. And let's just see if I drag this over here, should be able to just slot that right in. There we go. That one's kind of hidden, so we're in the clear. But now we've got the final character to put in. And that's, of course, the king of the Dinobots himself, Grimlock. I'm thinking, let's do Dino mode. I kind of prefer Grimlock when he's in Dino mode. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not, but, anyway. Yeah, let's keep him big. Wow, Yeah, when you look here, it doesn't look like he's that far back, but when you look at it from this view, no, he's way bigger. So I kind of wish I had a model for Omega Supreme. For those who don't know who Omega Supreme is, he's like a really big Autobot. Like, he was one of the Guardian robots back on Cybertron. And like, yes, like I think it'd be kind of cool to throw him and Omega in like the same kind of thing. But sadly, I don't have a model for him, for Omega Supreme. I think one of my favorite versions of Omega Supreme, since we're on the topic of him, was probably the Transformers animated version. How he was like secretly the Autobot ship. That was like a big turn I never saw coming as a kid. Plus, that was my first introduction to Omega Supreme, I think. Unless I saw, no, I don't think I got that far in G1 at that time. So let's get Grimlock. Get his head up. And of course, his jaw's got to come down. There we go. Okay, let's get the tail up there. Of course, his arms need an adjustment. Of course, like the last few streams I've done, I will showcase these, all the renders I do, I'll showcase them on the YouTube community post as well as my Twitter account. So, of course, yeah, you guys get to see them in all their full glory. Alright. Wow, like it looks like he's literally just like right on top of them from here, and yeah, it's just kind of the illusion of film, I guess. It's okay, that seems good to me. Alright. And yeah, it should be good. Okay, so we'll just quickly go ahead and do a quick render for this. Let's just do here. Team Dark meets Grim. Grimlock will destroy you. He's one of my favorite characters. Yeah, Wade, Grimlock is a really cool character. I grown quite a liking to him as well. Also, welcome to the stream. Let's see. I think probably favorite version of Grimlock was probably the Fall of Cybertron version. I just really like that idea how like he initially wasn't a Dinobot, but then he became one. Like, I don't know why, I just always really like that take on the character. But that's the first render out of the way. Now, I did promise Minty Tails I would do his request next, which was Sonic getting punched by an angry Tails. I think this might be a reference to the Archie comics, maybe. I haven't really read much of the Archie comics, but yeah, I know Sonic and Tails fight quite a bit in there. So we'll do this. I think I've got, yeah, now I'm going to do this. I'll just quickly move the camera here first. I know I hid the other characters, but I think it's just best to move it out of the way. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and we'll just sort of get. Actually, we'll make this a bit higher up. Here we go. Yeah, don't worry. I know he's T-posing, but we'll change that real quick. Let's just get Tails in here as well. Tails, not classic Tails, we want modern Tails. You really liked him too. I'm hoping to do a Grimlock voice for something. Ooh, really? Well, I may or may not have plans to bring him in Sonic and the Autobots at some point down the road, so maybe that piques your interest then, Wade. Or maybe someone just did something very dumb to upset. Yeah, like maybe he scratched his plane or something, I don't know. But still, like, this is sort of what this stream is meant to be. Just random ideas, just, you know, we just make a render out of them. Of course, I won't do anything that's, like, not safe for work, though. Alright, so let's get Tails in a good pose here. have a request, but I can wait until everyone else is done. Well, I don't have one after this one, Michael, so if you want to tell me what it is, by all means, go ahead, tell me now. Let's see, and wait, where do I sign up? I got a reel for it, I'll show later. Well, Wade, you've got me on Discord, you can just hit me up there, just show me what you got, mate. I'd like to see. To be fair, I don't think Grimlock's a super difficult character for some people to do. Like, I think if you can, like... I think it just sort of depends, like, how low you can get your voice. But I think trying to, you know, kind of get a Grimlock voice isn't super... Like, compared to some other voices, it's not super difficult. Like, I think I can do a half-decent Grimlock. Like, let's say, like...
The Grimlocks say Decepticons get bashed!
Like, I don't know, but... Anyway, that's just, basically my best take on Grimlock. I thought it's okay in my head, but I don't know. Some people have their limits and everything. Still have my OC model for SFM? Yes, I do, Michael. I am pretty sure I've still got him. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've still got yours. I should also be clear, guys, I'm just sort of in response to what Michael said there. I don't randomly make models for OCs. I did that one for Michael though because one, he's a friend of mine, and two, it was for a background role in Tornado Squad. So that's part of the reason why I ended up doing that for him. And I did that with a couple of my other friends as well. So it's not just something I do randomly. Maybe Silver hugging my OC? Okay, sure. I can do that for you, Michael. No worries. But, what do you want your OC's reaction to be here? Do you want him to be, like, enjoying it? Do you want him to be just, like, rolling his eyes, maybe a little embarrassed? Like, he's your character, so I want to make sure I do him right. Alright, so let's get his eyes down here. Okay. And real quick, I'll just quickly, yeah, let's bring Tails' body in a bit more to this. I should probably turn Sonic up as well. Yep. It's gonna be kind of hard trying to get the right angle you want for. But that seems good to me. I'll fix up his other arm a bit later, don't worry. What are your favorite Transformers shows? Mine are G1, Beast Wars Animated, and the first 3 LA movies. Is Prime, Rescue Bot, Cyberverse, and the Bumblebee movie, and most recently Earthspark. Well, that's quite a lot of favorites you got there. If I were to pick my favorites, it would definitely be, my favorite Transformers shows, my top 3 are G1, Animated, and Prime. Like, G1 because it's the original, you just can't really go wrong with it. Animated because that was the show I grew up with, that's what got me into Transformers. And Prime is because I felt that had the best writing and the best animation style in there. Like, well, that's like my favorite style of animation, high quality 3D. But yeah, those are my favorites. In regards to the movies, I liked the first one. I thought Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon were kind of meh. I hated Age of Extinction and The Last Night, but Bumblebee was fantastic. I can't wait for Rise of the Beasts. Let's see, Michael got back. Let's see. A little embarrassed while looking away and scratching his head. Okay, sure. Meanwhile, Silver's just a happy bean. Yeah, I was gonna make Silver a happy bean anyways. Because that's kind of what Silver is. In most forms of, like, media he is. Okay. Alright, so let's see if fix Tails' eyes a bit. There we go. I know he's smiling and like he doesn't really show much signs of aggression, but I'll fix that, don't worry. Fix his tails up as well because we're looking a bit static. Jeez, we're half an hour into the stream already? Dang, where did that time go? Alright, let's go with that, and let's get this one a bit more like... I'll get the Sonic in a sec. There we go, that looks better. Actually, now first off I just gotta make sure Tails is looking, because he just seems a bit too swell about this. Okay, let's see. Here we go, want angry open. Okay, I can make him a bit more angry with this. There we go. Now let's get his eyes a bit fixed up. Whoop, wrong one. Lower them down, and here we go. Oh shit. Let's get where is it? Hide eyelids. There we go. No, he's a cranky fox right now. Alright. So now for Sonic, I'll, let's go ahead and... probably actually zoom in on this a bit more. Over here. It's funny, this actually reminded me of, this one time a friend of mine, actually, it was during a Discord call, and a friend of mine asked me to, if I could make Tails punch Goku for no reason. I went ahead and I made that for her, so it was pretty funny. It wasn't anything, crazy, but still. She liked it, so that's all that really matters. I don't really need to do Sonic's hands, he's kind of... Actually, if I bring his hands into the shot, I'll probably make it a bit more... Try and make him get his quill here up a bit. There we go. Just imagine Shadow doing the kick Silver meme on Infinite. I mean, didn't he kind of do a roundhouse kick on Infinite in that one cutscene in Sonic Forces? I felt he kind of did. I don't know, it's been forever since I played Forces. Pretty sure Goku wouldn't feel a thing if Tails punched him. Yeah, normal Tails probably not. Maybe Super Tails though. You make a point though, yeah, Goku's in like another class. Okay. Just gotta make sure he's lined up properly. I think Sonic's hands are actually okay there, to be honest. Or his fingers are okay there. Just gotta fix his thumb up. Okay, that looks good. And his arm's kind of in a bit of a weird spot, so I'll just, if I do this. There we go, that looks better, yeah. Now let's get his eyes open. Actually, maybe I'll end up closing them eventually, but it's easy for me to close. Actually, yeah, here's what I'll do. I'll have him shut that other eye. hoping to do that, so like that little eye there's still open. And let's see, we'll get him to go with... Get him up a bit there. Getting a bit much there. There we go. Super wouldn't do much to Goku, especially if he went God form. Yeah, you're kind of right, yeah. Dragon Ball levels are on like a whole nother thing compared to Sonic. It gets hard to sort of, like, I think they've literally just sort of come out and said power levels aren't really a thing in Dragon Ball, it just doesn't really matter. Alright, so that's Sonic, but real quick, I'll throw in, something real quick. Let's see. Just to make it a bit more... This makes it a bit more dark, but I feel like it just makes it a bit more funny. Okay. Put this here, and let's see, where does this line up? It's... Geez, that's quite a big... section of goof, but I can change that, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Needs to be like, hold on. I need to shrink this down like a lot. Here we go. Let's see, radius. Okay, that's way too big. Let's go 5, and how about 3? That's better, yeah. Still a bit. Just get the right pose here. Bring it down a bit more. It's still a little too big. Let's go maybe 2 and 4. Does that help? Yeah, I'm literally just gonna go 3 and 1. Maybe 2. Let's see, how does this look? Here we go, yep. Yeah, I'll just quickly... Put it there maybe, does that look better? Yeah, that looks better. There we go, that's the shell. Okay, let's quickly export this. Sonic versus Tails. Alright, so just give that a sec to render. Let's see. I guess power levels kind of matter in Dragon Ball, and maybe halfway of Z until Android Saga, because it just gets ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I was sort of getting at. Like, the power levels just get like ridiculous at that point in Dragon Ball. I just sort of stopped worrying about them. And done. Ooh, you finished the take there, Wade? I'll give it a listen if you sent it through. I think I've just got Discord muted while I stream, but anyway. Anyway, so that's that one. So now, onto Michael's request. Let's see. Let's get them over here. Seems good. Tails means business. Yeah, he does. He's like, what did you say about Cosmo Sonic? I'm sorry, that's the best Tails voice I can do. I'll leave the Tails voice acting to Rio. For those who don't know, that's my Tails VA. Rio dies. Go subscribe to her. Okay, so let's go with silver first. Is this the one I want? No, I want the other silver. I was wondering what the difference... Whoop. Not another light. Here we go. I want this one, because the only difference is the mount's on the other side. There's no way to change it over on the same model, so... Yeah. It's silver at here. Actually, let's make sure the camera's on the right spot. Right there. Silver on the ground. Yep, that's good. Alright, now, let's see. Nope, oh, yep, there he is. It's your boy, Michael. Now, I know I said this like a couple minutes ago, guys, but yeah, like I said, don't give me random requests for OCs because I most likely won't have a model for them. I've only got this one for Michael because, like, I made it for Tornado Squad about nearly a year ago, I think, so that's the only reason why. And, you know, Michael's my friend, so, you know, I help him out. Okay, so let's, we'll do Michael first, I think. Just leave. We'll get to you in a bit, Silver, don't worry. I need to make a video with Silver, actually, at some point, aside from, like, I know my, most of my videos with Silver have gotten a lot of views, like my Shadow versus Soul one in particular, but I need to do something original with Silver. Oh, yes, that'd be one thing to make Tails tick, just say bad stuff about Cosmo, yeah. Yeah, don't diss Tails' girl. Though he does have a lot of girlfriends. He's got Cosmo, he's got Zoe, you know, people often put him with Cream, you know. Tails, he's a bit of a player. Oh, shucks. Yeah, you're welcome, Michael. Alright. Let's see. Let's get the stance right first. Let's see, okay. So I kind of wish I had, a model of your OC in that, casual outfit he wears, Michael, because I know this is, like, his battle gear, but, like, I know he's got that pretty snazzy, blue jacket he wears quite often. So let's see. So, did you want to do this again, Michael? Let's just see. I'm just going to scroll through the chat. Let's see. Okay. Looking away and scratching his head. Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to make sure I was doing this correctly, so... His shoulder here. You know, once I'm done with the render, I'll probably send it through to you, Michael. Because I know you'll probably want this. Hey, oh wait. And I don't have another request after this, so if you guys got any other ideas, list them below. Yeah, forces are limited in terms of what you can put on your avatar. Yeah, I know, that's kind of a shame. I think there are mods that, like, can give you more customizations. Like, the one I use for Source Filmmakers, it's basically a mod where, like, it allows you to put extra cosmetics on characters that weren't in the game. Like, I know there's, I don't know how many of you guys have played, Sonic Forces Speed Battle, but for those who may remember, I think it was New Year Blaze or something like that, or like Lantern Blaze, I can't remember, but I know you can get her dress put on, like, well, that's like a customization, so that's just to name one. But yeah, like, there are more options you can sort of do with a couple of mods out there. But yeah, still, it would have been nice to see, I think, a bit more options with forces. Like, one thing that always annoyed me was how you could, how if you did a hedgehog, you couldn't do, like, super long quills, like Sonic and Shadow. But in the end, the short quills have kind of grown on my OC, to be honest. It kind of fits me personally, because, like, I can't stand having my hair grow out. I like to keep it nice and short. Wish Silver could appear in a show for once. I know, dude. Like, Silver's my number 3 behind Sonic and Shadow, so, like, I really want him to be in a show. I think everyone was holding out he'd maybe appear in Sonic Prime, but I think it's pretty clear at this rate that's probably not going to happen. Unless they're keeping it secret, like, till the end, maybe, but I doubt that. It's a shame, because, like, yeah, Silver doesn't get much glory. I don't know why, if it has something to do with the fact that he debuted in 06, or what the deal is, but... yeah, now, this poor bloke here, he doesn't get enough glory, in my opinion. He's a really good character, with really cool powers, so, like, you know. Like, I know this kind of goes against everything I've said. I don't have plans for him to be in the first season of Sonic and the Autobots, but for Season 2, we'll show up then. So I do want to bring him in eventually. It's just for Season 1, it's just not really going to work. Just like the storyline I'm going with. Alright, let's get... Okay. I can think of a bunch of ways Forces could have been better. Oh, believe me, I think most of us can. I know there's like a fan game out there called Sonic Forces Reimagined, which is like a lot of the stages have been extended, more interesting sort of level designs and everything, and it's actually pretty promising. Like, it shows like what Forces probably could have been. I mean, like, the way I've attempted to redeem Forces was where with Tornado Squad I sort of just made a fan-made side story. But anyway, if there's a mod where I can put pants on my avatar, that would be awesome, but unfortunately do not have the game on Steam. Oh yeah. Yeah, don't really, like, I think like, I did purchase Forces for PC, but I don't think it's currently installed. I think I had to uninstall it to make room for some other games. Okay, so let's get Michael's eyes in the right spot here. Oh, which is broken. No, we're done. Okay. But still, I do, like, despite everything against Forces, I do have a bit of a soft spot for it, because, like, if we didn't get that, I probably wouldn't have made Tornado Squad. And to be fair, I never went through the OC phase until Forces rolled around, and now this guy's, like, in the bottom right corner. This just kind of become my poster boy in a way. So in a way, I am kind of grateful it exists, but still, yeah, it could have been so much more. And I'm really hoping maybe down the road we can get maybe another game where, like, you can sort of customize your own characters, maybe. Like, at least an official one. Alright, so, now to get Silver in on this. This will be interesting. Let's get him. It's funny because Silver's quite a bit shorter than him. So it's gonna be, like, you know, I think that kind of works out pretty well. Nothing to pause upon. It's all set in motion now. You have to know that with Forces, the soundtrack was pretty bomb. And by bomb, I mean good. Like, don't think it makes my top 5, but it definitely makes my top 10. Speaking of Sonic soundtracks, I think Frontiers is probably wedged its way into my top 5 now. Well, actually, let's see. Now, how am I going to do this without bleeding into Michael too much? Let's see. This is the tricky bit. Trying to make sure he looks like he's in the right spot without, like, clipping into too many things. Let me just get him in kind of close. I'll fix this up, don't worry. Let's see, okay. How am I going to do this? Let's see. Get him down here. Wow, this is looking so cute. Okay. Okay, we'll get Silver's foot down here. We're gonna have a custom clothing for the avatar? Yeah, that's true. I still think probably the OC creator in Forces is probably the big positive thing, but even then, it still probably could have had a lot more capabilities. But I mean, you know, fans are there to fix things. Like, I think lots of the Forces fan works I enjoy more than the actual game itself. Where it's like, you know, fan-made retellings, the OCs people make, the like I said, the reimagined games, so, you know. Thank God. I hope this is meeting your expectations, Michael, because this is turning out pretty good, if I do ask. Also, I'm awing in my head because of how adorable this looks. Aw. I'm glad you like it, Michael. I'm doing the best I can here. Let's see. His hands up here. I'll fix his fingers up a little bit. Do you think he's enjoying it, Michael? Do you think deep down like he's a little embarrassed? I know you said, but do you think he's somewhat enjoying it? Because, you know, it is a hug from Silver himself. Okay, I need to fix up Michael's arm there a little bit, because Silver's actually... Yeah, we'll get Silver's quills out of the way a little bit. There. This one I want. Yep. Let's see. I think Infinite should have betrayed Eggman, and he becomes consumed by the Phantom Ruby to become a bigger threat, making it the true final boss that would have been better. Yeah, I agree. I was kind of disappointed we didn't get like a supersonic boss against Infinite, because I thought that would have been a real interesting test for Infinite. Yeah, it's funny how like the second half of the streams just become like a big discussion about forces and like how we could fix it. But I like that. I like to discuss these things. But we've got Frontiers now, so Sonic's back on track finally. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think those of you who are going to get Frontiers for Christmas, or at some point down the road, I think you guys will be in for a treat. I had a lot of fun with the game. Okay, so now we just need to adjust the faces a little. So we'll get Michael, so here's what I'll do. So we'll just close his top part of his eyes for now. And let's go with sad. How about... Yeah, here we go. This is looking better. Just raise them a smidge. Maybe I'll adjust the sadness just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I'll quickly just adjust the frame a little bit. Whoop, not there. It's like, oh... I just thought of a really funny idea, I mean, I'm not going to change it if you don't want me to, Michael, but I got an idea. What if Blaze was, like, in the background looking jealous? Because Silver was hugging him instead. I won't change it if you don't want me to, but, like, it's just something that crossed my mind. Okay, now let's give Silver a nice big grin. And let's see, oh, actually, wait, I've got several smiles here. Let's see, which one looks best? There you go. And let's see, let's adjust his brows a little bit. Maybe raise them a smidge. There you go. Okay, now let's see. Let's just get Michael's face, but also let's get his mouth a bit. Let's just go with I think that seems like what face you're doing. Oh my god, yes, so that's a yes. I can put Blaze in the background. So I'll quickly adjust the frame then over here. There we go. Alright, so let's grab Blaze. Oh man. Okay, disregard these Gundam models. I don't actually even really watch Gundam, it's just I use them because for additional parts for that I sort of throw onto my Transformers characters. Okay, so here's what I think I'll do with Blaze. Kind of interesting that the music tensed up the minute the tension's about to rise, so let's go ahead and let's put Blaze down here. I've got the perfect pose I want for her. I mean, I don't know if you ship your OC with Silver, Michael, but I mean, you know, this is some potential fuel for that. Also, using the sun is definitely Eggman's stupidest idea because it would hit him too. I mean, I see where you're coming from, Minty Tails, but I think because he wasn't under the Phantom Ruby's control, it wouldn't have hurt him. It was just going to hurt the resistance, I think, but you're right. That is kind of a stupid idea because, like, But Eggman's done some things. It's like, you know, let's see. Attempting to shoot the planet with a space colony didn't work. Breaking the planet open to free Dark Guy didn't work. Ah, screw it. Let's drop the sun on it. My OC in my EU doesn't have any romantic feelings for Silver, but he does seem as an endearing little brother. Oh, okay. Yep, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't think he did, because he doesn't seem like that kind of person, but, yep, I was just a little bit curious. It's the same with my OC, really. He's not really, sort of romantically inclined with anyone. And thankfully, Amy doesn't mistake him for Sonic. Oh, wait. Oh, no. That just gave me another idea. Oh, God, okay. I might have to do that next. Hey, man, just gets crazier and crazier. Yeah. I think it's just every time he fails, he just naturally tips a bit more into pure insanity. Okay, let's get Blaze here. Let's get her tail fixed up a little bit. It's kind of funny because, like, in the thumbnail for this, I did a little Sylvaise moment. It's just kind of like she's just been betrayed all of a sudden. Oh, that's why I like doing these streams. It's just, they can lead to, just really random things. Okay, just adjust that a little bit. Let's see, it's looking good, I think. Also, hello to Cutie Cat. Welcome to the stream. You've come in at an interesting time. Blaze is about to kind of let loose a bit. Let's see, I think I should maybe have Blaze have a kind of lean in a bit more. I think one thing I might have to try and do is maybe drag some of my friends into a call one day and like sort of get them to just list random ideas, because most of them don't really know much about Sonic, but I feel like they could just give me some really funny ideas. Problem is though, it's kind of hard to get a hold of them during the day, which is why I tend to stream with them more so late at night. Okay, let's get a skirt a bit more fixed up, I think, or what? Actually, I should probably do this. There we go, that's better. And it's kind of sticking out a bit too much. Okay. Alright, let's see. Get our eyes open. Quickly, oh, actually, is that the right height? Yeah, that's the right height, okay. Get her eyes down to there. Oh, let's see, okay, where is the default? This is what I want. Just get that attention going. Let's see, we'll go angry. And let's see. I think we'll do a bit of default. There we go. Now, oh, actually, real quick, Michael, do we go with normal Blaze or burning Blaze? What do you reckon? I'm just curious because I know, like, kind of the color red sort of orientate. Yeah, the color red sort of is often orientated with aggression, so I'm just kind of thinking it might be kind of fitting. I mean, I know she's got fire, but you know, just figured, you know. Might just add a bit more tension to the situation. Of course, if you want to shoot, there will be fire in her hands when she's done. Okay. Burning Blaze? Okay. Burning Blaze it'll be. So let's just quickly change this then. Set skin. There you go. Man, I kind of wish we got to see Burning Blaze again. I'd like to see Burning Blaze in like a kind of like an actual you know. Because we've just seen her in the Rush games. I'd like to see her do that in like a mainstream game. How cool would that be? I mean, it was cool to see Burning Blaze again in the IDW comics, but still. Yep. It's like someone, it's like she sees her man flirting with someone else, that's gonna just make her go all out. They're gonna be so toasted. Yeah, they will be. It's funny, because the thing I find with Blaze is she's often really quiet, but deep down inside, you strike a personal nerve, and like, she will go crazy. Well, at least that's the way I observe her, like, through like, her arc in the Rush games and everything. Alright, now let's get some fire going in her hands real quick. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Where's fire? Flamethrower, no, is it what I want? I think, I'm trying to think, there's a certain fire I want. Is it, Taunt, no. Let's just get Flamethrower, see what it says. Flamethrower, actually, I think I might have to look this up real quick. Actually, not console, whoops. I think there's like a certain, hold on. There's a certain, like, actually, no, it's not Flamethrower I want, it's, where is it? It's Burning Player, I think I want. That's what I want, yeah, here we go. Smoke Corpse, yeah, I think this is the one I want. Is this the one I want? That's the one I want, yeah. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, I'm thinking... I think even Omega falls in love with Blaze. Really? I don't know. I mean, Omega's a robot, so I don't really know. Okay, now that's a bit of fun. Fire's a bit... I mean, I get Blaze meant to be angry here, but we don't want it to crowd her entirely, so let's quickly, just change the size of that a little bit. Let's see, where... Do we have radius here? Here we go. Radius scale, is that what I want? Oh, here we go. What if I go, say, 10? Let's shrink it down. Looks like it. Yeah, that's better. Alright, we'll copy that and we'll drag that to here. And I'm thinking maybe... Actually, real quick, we'll just quickly move Blaze this arm out of the way just because it's kind of blocking her face. There we go. Okay, I think it's finally done. Man, how long did that take? Probably... I don't know how long it took, but... Regardless, I think it turned out well. Alright, now real quick... Let's go right here. Let's just say... I mean, we'll just call it Michael and Silver, I think. Of course, we know Blaze there. And don't worry, Michael, I'll send this to you later, I promise. Well, basically, Omega likes the way Blaze burns things. Oh. Really? When did he bring that up? Was that like in one of the comics? Because I might have missed it. Let's see, how long are we going for? 1 hour and 7. Okay, I'd like to go a bit longer, maybe. Maybe half an hour longer, a bit more? I don't know. But anyways, you guys got any more suggestions? Okay, let's see. If this was anyone else like MOC, he would struggle to get out, but since it's Silver and because he felt bad for the floofy boy, he puts up with it. Also, thank you, dude. No, you're most welcome, Michael. Yeah, anything for a mate. And, but yeah, like, you can't really, I mean, resist the hug from Silver. Like, I mean, and to be fair, I would accept, I'm pretty sure my OC would accept the hug from Tails pretty much any day of the week. Because he kind of looks to Tails as, like, his mentor, so, and plus, I mean, come on, Tails is a fluffy little fox, you want to just give him a big hug. But, I mean, regardless, let's see, if you guys got any more ideas, toss them my way. And like I said, as long as it's safe for work. Nothing not safe for work. You know, I'm still here, guys. Just give you guys some time to think. Meantime, I'll sort of see. Because an idea I sort of came up with when I was making that one was like because Myoc is also a blue hedgehog, and like I was just kind of tossed up the idea, like, you know, maybe of Amy mistaking him for Sonic, but then I just kind of thought, that's kind of something people do pretty often. Maybe Surge and Scourge fighting? It's a good idea, QDT. I need to say QDT cat, sorry. Cutie cat, I'm sorry. That's actually a good idea. Problem is, I don't have models for them, unfortunately. I know they exist. I know one for Surge exists on the workshop. And I think there's one for Scourge, but I don't have them, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would do that. But that's a good idea. I'm really sorry I can't do that, because again, being in 3D, you know, you are limited, unfortunately, by the models you have. It's not like a drawing where you can just randomly do something like that. Trying to think of a really good one. Yeah, that's fine. Like, you guys go ahead and take your thought. It's actually, let's actually let myself relax for a bit. Stretch. Okay. Just my neck, don't worry, if you heard that. Let's see, so what have we done so far? Just thinking, so we've done Team Dark with Grimlock, we've done Tails punching Sonic, and we've done, oh yeah, just that one there with Michael, Silver, and Blaze. So I'm 3 so far. What models do I have? I've got a few. I've got all the mainstream characters, so I've got, like, it's like I could list them all at the top of my head. Like, I've got all of Team Dark, I've got all of Team Rose, I've got all of Team Sonic, I've got Eggman, I've got the classics. I do have Mighty and Ray, they're in there. I've got Team Babylon. Do I have... I'm trying to remember who else I've got. See, like, I've got Mighty and Ray, I've got Metal Sonic, Shadow Ballin'? What? What do you mean by that? It sounds a bit, disturbing out of context there, Cutie Cat. What do you mean by shadow balling? Let's see. Like, I've got them. Who else? I've got I think I've got some of the Boom characters, but not all of them. I could browse like through the whole thing, but problem is that it's kind of big, and sometimes browsing through here can accidentally crash SFM, and I don't really want to do that on accident. Let's see, I'm trying to think of an idea myself. Let's see. See, like, I mean, I could do... Shadow Ball. Oh, I heard it was a meme. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm usually pretty good at keeping up to date on memes, but yeah, that's one I haven't heard. Let's think. I'm trying to think. What's something else I could do? Bowling, but at what cost? I'm just kind of enjoying and vibing to the music here. How about Sonic and Optimus versus both Neo Metal Sonic and Megatron? Michael Prime 42 says. That's a good idea. Do I have Neo Metal? I think I might though. Let's see. Let's see. Neo Metal. Do I have him? Maybe not. So I know there's a model for Neo Metal, but I don't think I have him in store. But I tell you what, I'll take that approach and I'll do Optimus and Megatron. I'll just do Sonic and normal Metal. Just as a compromise. Alright, so let's see. We'll just get Optimus Prime. Yep, so if I had Neo... I know, like I said, I know there's a model for Neo Metal. I just don't have it installed. If there was, I would have used it. But anyway. I think we'll go with that instead. Well, yeah, we'll just do a pretty simple kind of thing. Maybe some potential foreshadowing for the future of my channel, maybe? Maybe. Okay, so let's get some... This will be interesting, trying to get smaller characters in with bigger characters. Like mine to involve Tails. Yep, that's fair enough. I kind of figured that with your name, Minty Tails. I assume he's your favorite. Okay, now let's get Megatron. Copy those. Yeah, get them. Okay. Yep, they're about the same height. That's good. Alright. So I'll pose these two first, and I'll just sort of throw Sonic and Metal in front. I think, actually... Yeah, here's an idea. Here's an idea. Let's get... Saber. Here we go. We'll get the Dark Saber. Or the Dark Star Saber. The Dark Saber is from Star Wars. The Dark Star Saber is from Transformers Prime. He's my fluffy ball of happiness. Yeah, he is a fluffy boy, Tails. I like him. And of course, the swords aren't normally this big compared to the characters. It's just I've scaled the models down a little bit. Let's see. Now, this might actually glitch out because I scaled the models already, but let's see. Alright. Star Saber, let's see. It's gonna glitch. No, we're good. That's rare. Those filmmakers not glitching out for once. Okay, that looks... Actually, that's the same size. That looks like a good size. Go ahead and move that there. Quickly just do the same thing with Megatron. Is that the right way? No, it's the wrong way. There we go. Okay, now let's get Megatron's hand. Will this one glitch, maybe? Let's see. No, we're in the clear. Soul Filmmakers being nice today. That looks good. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll do. I've got an idea here, so I'm gonna sort of Actually, I should probably rotate actually the Star Saber around a bit. Actually, oh no, it's the right way actually. So first things first, I should probably actually get Optimus's hand in a fist shape because he's gripping this thing. Lots of catchy songs on the Sonic soundtrack. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's looking a little better. Let's see. I think that looks good. Alright, let's see how long this one takes, maybe. So I've already got a pose in mind. I want him to be like, yeah. Sort of gonna give him a bit of a Jedi stance here from Star Wars. Remember back in the day, there used to be a thing called Star Wars Transformers. I think it's because Hasbro used to make Star Wars toys, so I think they just kind of made a bit of a partnership there. It was never an official crossover, I should be clear there, but But I remember, like, yeah, it used to be, they used to make Star Wars Transformers toys. One of my friends had one that was like, it was like a 4-in-1 set. It had like, Anakin, Darth Vader in robot form, and you had, like, 2 different types of ships, like one for Darth Vader and one for Anakin, so it was like a 4-in-1 kind of thing. It's really cool. But what stance am I going with? You'll see. You'll see, Michael. Actually, do have a Star Wars Transformers since you mentioned it. I thought you told me you didn't consume anything Transformers, Michael. You lied to me. You have consumed something Transformers. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. That's actually really cool, though. I've got some somewhere, but I think they're in a box in storage somewhere, unfortunately. Also, Chip the Blue Wolf, hello? Who was the guy that was with Delta in the prequel? Okay, yeah, that was Dodge, so if you're talking about the guy that sort of was with Delta, sort of the other green dog, that was, Dodge. He was a character that basically, he was kind of Delta's goose in a way. He basically sort of, or like Rui's borderless. Like, he sits behind Delta Piece in the cockpit. Of course, you know, you never really got to see them. You do see him in action in part 2, but yeah. Again, speaking of Tornado Squad, guys, starting to formulate some ideas on how I can finish that off. I know I've said this a couple of times, but I'm really making sure it will, well, I do want to make it happen, so, like, yeah. Look forward to something else, maybe, outside of Sonic and the Autobots. It was Commander Cody turning into a clone turbo tank. Ooh, I think I remember that one, actually. Like, I didn't have it, but I think one of my friends did. Not the one I mentioned earlier, it was a different friend. But yeah, like, yeah. Transformers and Star Wars, 2 of my favorite things ever. Like, if I would tell you guys what my top 5 favorite fictional things were, and in no particular order, it would probably be, Transformers, Sonic, Top Gun, Star Wars, and Ninja Turtles. Those are probably one of my favorite things in all of fiction. Oh, actually, wait, Optimus' stance, it's a bit off. It needs to be, I just remember the stance I was going with. I kind of did it a bit out of shape. Okay, let's get him there. Needs to be, I guess I'm kind of posing it myself right now, guys, just trying to line it up properly. Okay. Might look a bit weird, but we'll see how we go. You know, they mentioned Optimus's back needs to be a bit more like this. Bring this up. I should have maybe pulled up a reference for the pose I wanted to do. But, oh well, too late now. And of course, I can still move his hand. Let's see. I think his stance needs to be a bit more back a little bit. There we go. You know, I need to adjust the camera here. It's way too far in. Okay. There you go. That's better. This might be the last one I do, because I get the feeling this render is probably going to take quite a bit of time to finish. Yeah, this arm needs to be... up over here like this. My top 5 are Transformers, Marvel, Godzilla, DC, and Star Wars. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I know a hilarious one. How about Amy trying to hit Sonic with a hammer because he made her mad again, but she ends up hitting Tails after Sonic ducked? Oh, that's pretty dark. I'll see if I can get to that, Minty Tails. We'll see. Like I said, this might be the last one I do, depending on how long it takes, because I think it might take a little while to do this render. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If I remember, that'll be the last one, or if we've got enough time. If not, then I'll try to remember it for the next time I do a stream like this. Here we go. This is starting to take shape now. Maybe I'll just, It's funny. Yeah, Minty tells the scribe. Going back to what you said, that reminds me of one of, Dasso's animations where Amy's gone in to kiss Sonic and she kisses Tails instead. It's one of his older ones, but it's still it's a classic, that one. I loved it when I was younger. Let's get Prime's head up a bit here. Let's see, let's need to fix up his legs a bit. Needs to be a bit more kind of ready, like. There we go, that looks better, yep. Adjust the frame a bit, there we go. Let's see. Is RC going to be in Sonic and the Autobots? I'm sorry, Michael Prime, but I don't have plans to include her in Season 1. I would like to, don't get me wrong, I love RC as a character, I think she's great, especially her in Transformers Prime. But, I don't have any plans to add her yet. If I had a model of her, I'd probably consider it, but I don't have a model of her, so unfortunately not. But like I said, it's nothing against RC. I think she's a great character, and I would like to bring her in maybe a later season, but for now, I've already kind of got my cast set up for Season 1. What about G1 callback where Slag/Slug say, excuse me? Oh, Fletcher? I love that reference. But I don't have a model for Slag/Slug, unfortunately. Otherwise, I probably would do that. Oh, I saw that one. Tails gets all weird and shaky whenever someone kisses him like that. Like, you're right. Yeah, he did kind of freak out when Amy kissed him. But I think what's more disturbing is that Amy, she didn't freak out either. Like, she just kissed Tails and actually she's like, huh, you're not Sonic, but you're still cute. It's like, what are you implying there, Amy? Do you actually have a secret thing for Tails, maybe? It's funny because I haven't really seen much Tails X. I guess Tails X Amy a thing, or is that just like something that's like, you know, I don't know. Let's see. But anyway, let's see. In Megatron, I'll go with we'll just yeah, I've got an idea for him. Yep, get him to sort of go like, yeah, bring him in. Actually, here's what we'll bring him around this way. Also, hello to True Blue. Glad you made it to the stream, man. No, Wade was here a little bit ago. I'm not sure if he still is, but it was a little bit. He came in time to watch me. Doing what could be some potential foreshadowing, I suppose you could say. So, of course, I'm doing Optimus and Megatron right now, but then I'm gonna sort of put Metal. Then I'm gonna put Sonic and Metal sort of duking it out in front of him. So. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool render, this one, I think. No Tails X Amy, please. Yeah, I don't support that, Blue. Don't worry. I do not support that by any means. Like, you know, Son Amy and Tailsmo all the way. But I'm just saying, like, it's just one of those things, like, it's just kind of one of those more obscure ships that's kind of, you know. It's just something that I know some people like to bring up, but I don't see it. Like, you know. Those two make good friends, but nah. They just... I just don't think they work well. I just can picture them being a couple, really. Someone kissed Tails. Don't you mean Rouge kissed Tails in Sonic X? Yeah, I remember that. But I think that's just kind of Rouge's nature. She just tries to get under people's skin. She does that a lot with Knuckles. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Travis just subscribed. Thank you. God, that notification's so loud in my ear. Oh, shit, I forgot I didn't. Got to close Megatron's fist, or close his hand. Is it still a good scale? Or maybe I'll just shrink it a smidge down. That's better, yep. Yeah, Tazix Amy doesn't work for me at all. I see them more as close friends. Yep, I agree. That's where I sit, but trust me, there's some people out there that do things like, we know Sonato is such a big thing, and I personally can't stand that thing. That ship just creeps me out. See, just don't look at it in certain websites. Yep, I take your advice there, Wade. Yep, all of you listen to Wade. Don't, you know, go to certain websites. Also, you want to tell them what I have in store without spoilers? Oh, wait. Are you talking about the thing we were going over yesterday, Blue? Because if that's what you're talking about, I'd be more than happy to tell everyone in here. I was planning on promoting that at some point, but I wasn't sure if you wanted to keep it a low profile or not because, you know. If you're okay with me to share that, I'll definitely share it. Oh no, bro, Sonato is my most hated ship. I'm with you on that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Like, I mean, like, I literally, like, one of my first videos I literally made on this channel, I took the, I've said this a couple of times, but I'll bring it up again just because it's an old timeless classic of mine. I took that, one line from Meet the Pyro where Heavy was like, I fear no man, but that thing. Then he looked over and it cut to a little render of Sonic and Shadow holding hands. And he just came back like, it scares me. And like, that's literally my opinion on Sonato. Like, it's just, no. Like, why? Like, these two are meant to be friendly rivals. They're not meant to be romantically inclined. Beware of Sonails too. Oh, yep, that's another one I can't stand. Like, I love the brotherly stuff between Sonic and Tails, but them together? No. That's just wrong. In my opinion. They're way too brotherly to be romantically inclined, those two. I think if I had to pick, like, the one sort of kind of bit more obscure Sonic ship, like, somewhat, well, I mean, actually, I probably shouldn't say it because, it's kind of spoilery for Frontiers, but still. Anyway. You can tell them without giving anything away, not even a name. Okay, so you mean like I can sort of I can mention that like it's just like I don't want to sort of accidentally reveal too much by mistake there, Blue, because I'm not entirely sure what the limit would be to how far I could go. Like it's more so like, you know, so I'm just concerned that I don't want to like, you know, ruin too much of it for you per se. Like, so you're cool with saying like, you know, what kind of involvement I'll have or like what the deal is, but you know. Okay, so we'll get Megatron. Yeah, man, this run is taking a bit too. A lot of the runners I've done today have taken some time, but I guess that's kind of okay. So let's get him like... let's adjust his hand a bit. Nope, wrong hand. There it is. That's the finger still. Where's his hand, for Christ's sake? There it is. Wrong one. Can't get the right joint. Here we go. This is the one. Okay, that's good. See, no, I ain't talking about that ship. All right, they're not here, are they? How do I get this freaking thing on? Yeah, good reference there, Michael. Good one. Yeah, that's literally just kind of like, yeah, like trust me. Yeah. No to Sonato. That's all I'm saying. You could say how much of your stuff is going to be in the thing I'm cooking up. Okay, so I'll quickly just say this real quick because I think I've pretty much got Megatron in a good spot here. So basically, I don't know, man. I'm trying to be crypt. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fair. So I'll just say this, guys. So True Blue, who's in the chat right now, my Sonic voice actor, he is planning something, he's planning a little something of his own, and without giving too much away, I'm going to have a bit of a role in it. So when it gets a bit closer to reveal time, like when Blue gives me the all clear, I'll share it out with all you guys. But yeah, it's something that I'm going to be taking part in. If you guys like Tornado Squad, I think you're probably going to like what he's cooking up. So, like I said, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything more, but I'll just say, yeah, Blue's working on something that I'm going to help him out with. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to, well, we're all looking forward to sharing that with you guys. It looks really, we did a bit of work on it yesterday. It looks really great. Sorry. Okay, so let's get Megatron's face a bit more angry looking. Or I have to adjust Optimus's head as well, because he's looking straight ahead, not at Megatron. And I know Megatron actually, yeah, I should probably have the swords colliding, shouldn't I? So let's bring that forward a bit. Yeah, that's good, yep. And let's see, where's Megatron's flexes? Here we go. So let's go with, that's, oh, there's one little flex, so there's one little shape key in here that I love. It's this one here, Starscream. Starscream! I love it. But in the meantime, we'll get Megatron to do that, and he can squint, I believe. Yep, so let's get the squint. There we go. Now let's get Optimus's head adjusted. Let's see. Also, I'm going to try SFM while I listen in. Wish me luck. Best of luck, mate. It takes a bit of getting used to. I'd recommend looking at the Valve tutorials. That's sort of on the, that's like put together by Valve themselves. It's, they're really useful. They're really good for helping newbies. That's what I started with. And if you need something more specific, you can, there's a lot of other tutorials out there. So, that's basically my advice. But yeah, just remember, just keep in mind, my word of advice is just remember it's a marathon, not a sprint. No need to rush with it. Take your time. Like, that's kind of like I know sometimes it can be a bit, you know, stressful trying to be like, I'm not getting this quick enough, but I think the important thing to remember with animation is just don't rush through it. It's meant to be a long process. Alright, but now we gotta forget I can't forget the other part of this thing. We gotta get Sonic in this. I actually need the other Sonic. One shudders to imagine what relationship thoughts behind that ship. What dreams of crying can sustain cruelty. Yep, well done, Michael Prime. We've gone full circle there. We finished the joke off. Oh man, maybe I should remaster that animation. Like that would be interesting. Just remaster the animation with like more lines in there. That'd be funny. But it's funny because I've done like 2 Meet the Pirate parodies actually. I did that one, like, you know, that whole thing with Tornado, like I said earlier. And my first Halloween special I did was another Meet the Pyro special actually. Let's just have Sonic sort of come do like an air boost, I suppose you could say, at him. Let's see. Wasn't Starscream a traitor to the Decepticons at some point? Yeah, he's naturally really treacherous, Minty Tails. Starscream is, he always tries to, like, overthrow Megatron as leader of the Decepticons, but he doesn't really... I mean, it depends on the continuity you look at, but, he doesn't really side himself with the Autobots. Like, the real one that's, the other sort of Decepticon traitor that sided himself with the Autobots was Jetfire, who's, like, one of my favorite characters. I love Jetfire in most continuities. Particularly, the G1 continuity, as he was known in there, Skyfire. Because, like, but yeah, but Starscream technically is a bit of a traitor to the Decepticons. He often, like, ends up abandoning them at some point, and then... But sometimes he comes back, like, if you look at Transformers Prime, he literally, like, he, you know, defects from the Decepticons, but then all of a sudden he manages to convince Megatron to let him back in. But, you know... Yeah, Starscream's just such an amazing character in my opinion. And I think when he first came out, like back in the 80s, like he was sort of, I think, the first of his kind, really. Like a different kind of villain that, like, sort of would put down his own master to try and fulfill his own destiny. God, why is my voice getting so... I've been talking a lot this stream, haven't I? Need some more water. Yeah, and besides, you can do other things while Animator is, well, animating. So while Rui was doing my request, I can play some games to keep me busy. Yeah, it's a good idea. Exactly, like, I actually do that quite a lot. Like, often when a channel I follow streams, I'm often animating in the background myself. Because I think it's just a good way to kind of, it gives you something to listen to, so it's not just like complete, utter silence, I feel like. I mean, even if there's no stream for me to watch, I just listen to music anyways, but still. Let's get Sonic's arm a bit more like this, maybe. Let's see, how long are we going for? Now we're 40. Okay, we can maybe do one more render after this. Yeah, I think Minty Tails said one earlier, actually. It was, oh yeah, it was that one where Amy hit Tails on accident. While I'm waiting for it to download, I'm gonna play a Roblox game I'm into. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, honestly, Roblox isn't for me. I've never touched Roblox. I don't think I will. It's just not for me. But if you guys like it, that's totally cool. So I need to get, yeah, here's what we get: Sonic's leg up like this. Here we go. Here we go. I enjoy some good comedy like that. Oh, you mean like, are you talking about Tails hitting Amy? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about something else, Minty Tails? Okay, so there's Sonic. Alright. Let's see. Now let's give him... You don't actually give him a bit of a smile, because Sonic tends to enjoy his throwdowns with metal. There we go. Now let's just make him look... Let's just sort of make his eyelids go in a bit more. His eyelids. His brows, I mean. There we go. Yep, so you were talking about that thing with Tails and Amy. Yep, that's cool. Because there's Sonic. Now let's get Metal. And then this render will finally be done. I think... Was this your suggestion, Michael Prime, if I recall? I'm sorry if it wasn't. Okay, where's Metal? Here it is. More of this one. Again, I wish I could have used Neo Metal for this, but I just don't have the model. Again, guys, I do apologize that I am kind of limited to the models I have. I wish, like... I know there are plenty of models I can install, but usually that means I have to close SFM, get them installed, and, like, you know... It takes a bit of time, and I just don't really want to do that. So, yeah. But, hey, we do well to work with what we have. I think we've done pretty well today. Yeah, for Metal, I'll go for a similar kind of pose that he does. At least I think a similar pose that he does often in some of the classic games. I think in Sonic CD and now he's got a spine control, doesn't he? Yep, there it is. here. Where's his head? Okay. We'll bring Metal in a bit closer, because right now he's a bit too far away. That looks good. Get his... Actually, let's bring his arm in a bit more like this. Make his hands get fairly claw-like. There we go. Alright. Alright, so let's move his hand back a bit. Get his fingies fixed up a little bit. Fingies. Okay. His legs are a little bit too linear. Let's see. Let's get him a bit more. Let's get some. Get his spine flamed out. There we go. Let's see. Alright, so he's not quite in line with sight there. It's like he's kind of going a bit away from him, so let's change him up just a smidge. There we go, that looks better. I think that's that render done. Actually, hold on, real quick. Let's bring this down a bit. There we go. Because Metal's kind of covering Megatron a little bit, so I don't really want that. Actually, this might be kind of tricky. Let's go back to what it was before, I think. Whoop, I think it went a bit too far there. So where's Metal? There it is. Okay. There we go. Alright, I think, yeah, you can't really see him in the background, but then again, that's kind of what was meant to be going on. Okay, so we'll get this one, save that, yes. And we'll just call this one Potential Foreshadowing. Not for episode 2, but maybe for an upcoming episode, we'll see. And how long have we gone for? An hour 45, okay. Yeah, so I think we'll do one more, because that'll get us to 2 hours. And we'll do that one that Minty Tail suggested, because I don't think that one's gonna take too long compared to this one. Like, I've already got a good idea how I can sort of do that little request. Just gonna wait for that one to finish rendering. There we go. Alright, so now we'll close all of these. And on to the last one. Need to bring that camera down a bit. There we go. So, let's get Amy. Oh, good. She's like literally already on the ground. That lined that up well. Okay. Amy. Let's get Modern Sonic again. And then we'll get Tails. There we go. Okay, now real quick, so I'll have Tails sort of like the centerpiece. And we'll sort of put him here for now. Let's see, I need to give Amy a hammer real quick as well. Right to Amy. There it is. I mean, the hammer is like literally bigger than her. But it's okay, I can shrink the size down a bit. I get it's meant to be like a really big, powerful hammer, but I feel like sometimes it's just best to maybe, I don't know, go for something that's a bit sort of smaller, because, like, where does Amy store this thing? Like, that's something that always kind of makes me wonder, like, anyway. Do a screenshot or two from the game I'm playing if that's cool. Yeah, sure. That's fine, boy. I'm interested to see. Like to see what my friends and colleagues... I suppose I consider you a colleague, boy. Well, a friend as well, but you know. Okay, now Amy's going to be sort of rather shocked here. Let's see how quickly we can get through this. I've got 10 minutes till 2 hours. I don't have to be out of here in 2 hours, of course. I've got time, but it's just like, you know, we'll see what I can do. Hammer space. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what they tend to call it. That's right. Forgot about hammer space. I don't get how it works, but oh well. Where do they store anything in the Sonic franchise anyway? Oh, you mean on Source Filmmaker? Blue? If you go to the workshop for Source Filmmaker and you type in Sonic the Hedgehog, you'll get all the results you need. I use the mod packs from that were done by Apoc Hedgie and Random T-Bush. They're the ones that pretty much everyone uses. But there's also some extra mods you can download and everything, like for like more specific things. Like I mean, like I downloaded a mod that allows me to put together sort of any custom Forces OC. That's how I made my guy for Source Filmmaker and Michael's from before. If any of you guys were here earlier, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, yes, like, basically, just go to the Steam Workshop and just type in what you're looking for, and trust me, there's a lot of things for Sonic on there. And they constantly keep getting updated with Sonic things, like, it's funny, because I remember, like, when I made my, Sonic vs. Silver Fight remake, I initially just used a random map that kind of resembled, Soliana. But then, literally, I think, like, 4 months later, someone uploaded a map of that, of the Soliana city, and I was just like, really? Like, you couldn't have put that up before? Like, you know, so like, it's constantly getting updated. There's different ways you could sort of, you know, and there's a lot you can find on the workshop. That's what makes Source Filmmaker a good software to start with, I feel like, when you're learning animation. Like, if you want to get your feet wet, it's a good one to start with, but, yeah, once you sort of, like, I've been pushing it to its limits pretty frequently with a lot of my other stuff, so if I can upgrade to Blender eventually, that would be pretty nice. Maybe I should do that for a stream one day, maybe just like do some practice in Blender, making some renders there. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, it just came out that way. How am I going to do this one? Okay, I think I need to get Amy on. I think she needs to be maybe back a little bit. Here we go. Just trying to get this pose right for her. For the Rosie Rascal. Yeah, that looks good. Have her head down a little bit. everything in Sonic 06 never really happens except just the final cutscene. Yeah, in the end, that's kind of supposedly what happens. Yeah, I mean, it's funny though, like, believe it or not, guys, Sonic 06 is not my least favorite Sonic game. Sonic Lost World is. Like, I would play Sonic 06 any day of the week over Lost World. That game was rubbish. Because at least the thing with 06 is, like, it's more so, like, yes, it's a glitchy mess, Sonic 06, but it's actually, like, but it's still, if they had time to finish the game off, it probably would have been half alright. Like, I don't like, you know, I don't like Elise, I don't like, there are plenty of things I don't like about 06, so I doubt it would have been a huge success compared to, say, the adventure games, but I doubt it would have been as bad as people claim it to be. Because we got some really good characters out of it, the storyline for the most part was pretty interesting. Like, Shadow's story in there was perfect. But yeah, I just think 06 cops too much, to be honest. I sent you them, I just hope you don't start dying from laughter too hard because I'm a dog. We'll see. We'll see, I'll look at them once the stream's over. I don't think you're too much of a dork though, either, Blue. Though I know Doom calls you that quite a bit. My least favorite is Secret Rings just because of the controls. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, yeah, I wasn't particularly... The controls in the Storybook series weren't all that good. Like, I mean, when it came to Secret Rings, the only reason Secret Rings I prefer, that's one of my least favorites as well, like, gameplay-wise. But I thought the story was good, But yeah, I mean, Secret Rings is just, you know... Yeah, they could have fixed the controls. Black Knight was... I enjoyed Black Knight, though. That one was good. Like, well, the controls were still a bit finicky, but, you know, compared to, like, whatchamacallit. Here's what I'll do. I'll bring this down here. Yep. And I'm just gonna have Tails sort of sitting under here, like, this will be interesting. Okay. Don't need to move his arms that much. Speaking of Black Knight, this song's just come on. Okay. Secret Rings was one of the best story-wise, but the gameplay just gave me PTSD. Yeah, that's my opinions on it as well. Like, they had a really good storyline, a really cool concept, but yeah, it just, yeah, the controls were just a bit of a problem. It was cool that Secret Rings had, like, a party game mode, though. I like that. I feel like we need to get, like, another Sonic party game out there one day. Because the last game I can think of that at least had some form of a party game was one of the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics games. Because those used to have, like, party modes and everything in there, which were really cool. And my god, those games were really good. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics games. The London one was my favorite. Yeah, I used to spend hours on those games. They were just so fun. Sonic Party, lol. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of interesting because I know Mario Party's kind of, you know, got like the main thing going for it there, but, you know. I still think it'd be interesting to see what they could do with a potential quote-unquote Sonic Party game. Because we had Sonic Shuffle that was kind of, you know. But still. I feel like there's some things you could maybe do with Sonic that could be a bit unique. Okay, so there's Tails. Let's get his ears bent in here. Here we go. Okay. That's looking good. Now, you can't really see his mouth from this shot. Maybe I'll adjust it a bit. Here we go, yep. Okay, I'll still do it anyway, just because, like, well, makes sense. Okay. But the real key is going to be using his eyes. Them. Yeah, that reminds me, I need to do Amy's face as well. Let's go with, let's see, here we go. Raise the center one up. Can I raise the others? I don't think so. Oh, no, I can. There we go. We really need a Mario and Sonic party game? Yeah, we do. I mean, like I said before, we kind of got... We got a taste of that in the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics games, but still, yeah, you're right. We need just a full-on Mario-Sonic party game. That'd be great. I mean, I would like to just see a Mario-Sonic crossover in general, but, you know. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. So where's the eyelid eye? There it is. And let's see, Amy will just go like... Here we go, yep. Give her a bit of a... Like, what did I just do? Looks like a whack-a-mole situation. It kind of does now, but yeah, once I get Sonic in there, it'll kind of hopefully change it around a bit. Alright, just the 2-hour mark. Alright, one character to do. Okay, how do I want to pose Sonic here? So let's just say maybe like, put it on the side like that. Kind of look like he's kind of dashing out of the way a little bit, because that's what he was meant to be doing. So getting out of the way of Amy's hammer. It's funny because I made a render a while back where I actually had, it was Sonic versus Amy was the prompt, and it was also to I had to give like Sonic was supposed to be the superior one in the fight, so I literally just had Amy coming to whack him with the hammer, and he's just holding it up like, you ain't got nothing on me, girl. Just gave like a bit of a look. Oh heck, a Mario and Sonic kart racing game? Oh yeah, that'd be sweet. Like, just kind of fuse in elements of both things, like, you know, the whole kind of anti-gravity things from Mario Kart 8, bring in like maybe the Team Ultimate feature from Team Sonic Racing. I always really like that. Like, I mean, and I think, I could be wrong here, but I think technically, because I know in Mario Kart 7 they brought in, like, you know, the hang gliders and the underwater sequences, but I feel like, you know, for one, Sega beat Nintendo to the kart there, because they had the whole, transforming vehicles in All-Stars Racing Transformed. Yeah, man, I had a lot of memories with that game. Also, poor Tails better not let Livy see. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm going to share them all, but yeah, we'll see what her reaction is to this. Hopefully, Livy doesn't get a new hatred for Amy because of this. Kind of glad maybe she didn't show up at the stream. Unless she's lurking, but I don't think she is. Yeah, they did. Okay, I assume that was in response to what I said about All Stars Racing earlier. But yeah, man, that game was definitely my favorite of all the Sonic Racing games. Like, it took the elements of one of my other favorite franchises and just kind of randomly threw it into there. I also really love the Shadow and Silver Watch All Stars Racing Transformed video that Shadow759 did. That was so funny. It was one of his older ones that he didn't Gmod, but oh man, that one was just so funny. Just seeing like the reactions of Shadow, Silver, and Knuckles as well. It was that's like one of my favorite videos of his, I think. going to waste too much time on Sonic's fingers here, because got to end the stream soon, but at least get him looking fairly good for the most part. Okay. Kind of like, lean him over a bit more. Here we go, yeah, that looks better. Until let's actually have Sonic kind of lean down a bit more, like he's kind of worried. Like, here we go. Yep. Okay, just look down there. His head's not really in the right spot. There we go. This one arm over here is kind of driving me nuts with Sonic, but anyway. Also looks like either Tails popped out of the ground and Amy pushed him down there. Yeah, it kind of does look like that actually. Oh, this music's a bop. Yep. Stardust Speedway is always a classic Sonic song. Done actually. Oh yeah, I better fix Tails' tails up as well. Like you can see him in the frame there. I better like push or give them like a movement to like they're kind of being pushed down in a way. And now Sonic needs to, of course, have that same sort of surprised look. So where are the brows? Here we go. Let's raise them up. So let's go. I just hope this doesn't make Sonic go Dark Sonic on Amy. It's an idea for another time, I think. Man, I need to do something with Dark Sonic, actually, because I love the whole concept of Dark Sonic. I just haven't done anything with it. There we go. That looks good from Sonic. Make the tail stick up. Yep, that's what I'm going to do, boy. You read my mind. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Alright. Here we go. Just make sure they're not clipping. No, they're good. Make sure these ones don't bleed into Sonic's shoes. No, I think we're good. Move this one over a bit though. There we go. I actually prefer this version over the normal version of Stardust Speedway. It's not bad or anything, I just prefer the chiller remix. I agree with you on that, Michael. I do prefer this remix. It's funny, normally I'm a guy that prefers the originals over remixes. Like, I like remixes, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I am kind of a guy that usually prefers the originals over remixes, but this song is a rare exception. Another rare exception would probably be the, Another rare exception would probably be, Sonic Colors Ultimate remix of, Sonic Color, of Reach for the Stars. I know it's kind of a bit controversial, but, you know. Yeah, I kind of prefer, yeah, the remix of Reach for the Stars from Sonic Colors Ultimate. I prefer Sonic Colors as a whole, but, you know. But still. Let's see. Dark Sonic versus Infinite. Oh, that's a good idea, Blue, but, yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to end the stream pretty shortly, so maybe we'll save that for the next one. Let's see. It just has the jazz vibe to it? Yeah. Interesting. I think the Autobot Jazz would probably enjoy it. Though he's more a hip-hop kind of guy, though, despite his name. Alright, so I think that's pretty much done. So I'll go ahead and we'll export this. Let's just say, Amy's accident. We'll call it Amy's accident. She didn't mean to hit Tails. Alright. So, while that's rendering, I think we'll, I just gave you a concept. I know the stream is ending soon. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I appreciate the suggestion, though. That's actually a really cool idea. Actually would have been kind of a cool thing to see in Sonic Forces, actually. Like, you know, get to see Dark Sonic in a game, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm probably going to call it here for a stream. Thank you all for coming. This was really fun. This is probably one of the funnest ones, like, well, render-wise that I've done for a while. So I appreciate you all coming along. It was great to have your guys' inputs. I'll definitely do something like this again. I think I'm going to call this series Random Render Requests. I reckon. I think it's just a fun thing to do, just to like, you know, interact with you guys, but also just put together something really silly. I'll go ahead and share these like on my Twitter page, my community posts, and I'll probably share them on a couple of Discord servers I'm in as well. So yeah. Wow, the dramatic music kicks in the minute I'm leaving. Let's see. Jazz. So, or Michael Prime 42 says, Jazz, Michael the Wolf, laughing. Oh wait. Oh, you waited your whole life for this, haven't you? I assume you're interpreting something Jazz would say there. But yeah, thank you guys all for coming. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to me already, make sure you do that already, because I'll be doing these in the future. Not sure if I'll do it next week. We'll see how we go. But regardless, guys, this was a lot of fun. And I appreciate the support as always. And I look forward to seeing you guys